book for a second. So hold up. Ah, it took me a minute right there, y'all, to share everything to Facebook. To get Live from Mississippi started. So y'all welcome back to Live from Mississippi. Oh. Get chat pulled up here. Hey, we've got some folks in there. Good evening from Tatertown, North Mississippi. Good to see all of y'all. Thank you for joining in, y'all. We have missed 2 live shows in a row. I terribly miss doing these. I just like it, y'all. I like doing Live from Mississippi. I mean, it's one of the things that I enjoy. So, I'm going to turn around over here and I'm going to get started. I probably need to bring the camera around over here for a little bit, don't I, until I cut all that up and get it ready to go. Let's do that. Let me bring it all around. Because we are fixing to cook beaver. I've had a bunch of people, what are you doing with them beavers? Are they fit to eat? Well, it's probably not for everybody. Michelle, she don't like the idea. But beaver is actually a herbivore, just a plant-eating animal. It's clean. It's not like some nasty critter that's, So what I've got here is this is the tail section. You see it's got a lot of fat on this. That fat is okay to eat. I'm going to leave that piece whole. I've got this cast iron. I'm going to cut the rest of this up in some smaller pieces, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover it in tin foil, put it in the oven. Inside tonight, for the simple fact, it is coming a frog strangler. Had severe weather, which we have went through pretty much unscathed. I think the worst is over. It didn't really even get bad here. We was under a thunderstorm watch for a little while, really a warning, but it just was bad wind and it wasn't too bad. So at least not right here. But it's raining outside. The internet could come and go if the rain gets heavy. So just know that it could kick us off at any time due to bad weather. So what I'm going to do right here, all of this meat is around above this tail section, inside and out. It is like backstrap type meat. So what I'm going to do is cut it up into smaller pieces. Will you get me some butter? I'm going to grease this skillet with butter. I've got my lovely assistant right over here going to help me.
Cut up and chunk.
However you do them Western style ribs is what we're going to do. Michelle cooks Western style ribs in the oven, baked, and they're very good. We're going to put a little barbecue sauce on it. And I'm cutting most of this up in smaller pieces so that it don't take so long to cook it. Just don't want to be here cooking, all night long. So I'm cutting these up into strips. And I have washed this. I cleaned this beaver. This was out of the first 2 that I caught earlier this week. And they've been in a cooler on ice with ice water. And you can see, dogs over here eat food. They ain't happy about one another sharing a bowl. But you can see, unlike deer meat, this still has a lot of red color. It didn't just turn white. So it's going to have a little... It'll have that. Beaver has a distinct beaver flavor to it. it's not. Do I need to warm this pan up before I put that in there, or just?
No, put it on.
Just put it off. All right, that's what I like to hear. That way we can sit down and drink coffee. Mama's done made tater salad, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a speck of something I didn't get washed off.
Oh, Lord. Expect that might be your piece.
Who?
I said that
You
might
gonna
be
try
your piece.
this?
I don't know.
Come on. We got hope. We got hope. Well, if I eat it, they'll just say, oh, he just eat it and said it was good because he cooked it. You eat it, they'll feel like they're getting an honest review. Brody, you gonna try beaver? Y'all like my knife? That's Purple Heart. Give that to Michelle. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this. Do I want to cook this whole like this? Is this gonna cook whole? Or is it gonna take a long time?
It's going to take a long time.
It'll
take longer than that other stuff.
It's got a bone down the middle, but
Thank you, Darlene, for the birthday, for the happy birthday.
I failed to mention, for those of you that don't know, today is Michelle's birthday. So when we get this started, we shall all sing happy birthday, Rick.
And no, beaver is not my birthday.
It's her
My
birthday
birthday
dinner.
meal. He took me out for my birthday last night.
We knew we was doing live tonight. I wanted to cook beaver on the live. So last night we did go out and eat seafood. Uptown here, local, there's a restaurant called Tootie's. We walked in there and they had seafood, frog legs, fried shrimp, boiled shrimp, grilled shrimp, fried oysters, stuffed crabs. I don't know what all we ate.
Did they have any grilled earthworms?
No, they didn't have grilled earthworms. So anyway, all right, I'm fixing to start laying this in here. That butter's gonna melt and help grease this. I'm gonna spread this all out in this skillet. Let me turn this down where I want y'all to see what I'm doing. You ain't gotta see my ugly mug right now. Y'all know how ugly I am. You ain't gotta be looking at me. I know I ain't winning no beauty awards. And we're gonna put barbecue sauce on it. I'm trying to fit it all in there where I can season it up real good. And y'all, this recipe I am doing, you know, Michelle, I don't think I'm gonna cook this piece. I think I'm gonna put it back in the refrigerator.
Oh, well, I'll get you a Ziploc bag.
Well, I can put it in that bowl out there with them legs for right now.
Do that.
I'll do that in a second. Let me get this started. That's the route we're gonna do. I've got enough in this pan for Michelle to eat. I don't think she can eat that much. All right, let me wash my hands now. Give me a second. We in here where we got running water. Can I have this rag? All right, let's get this started.
I'm gonna move my pretty flowers over here.
Bake. What I need this on 360.
I've already got the oven on.
Oh. Oh. I didn't know. I did not know. All right. Y'all look at this combination. Local Scotty Chun right here from Philadelphia, they do competition grilling. This is picking and grilling. Y'all see me use it a bunch. A lot of y'all that are local around here know about it. Legitimately, picking and grilling is good stuff. I mean, it ain't like, hey, they ain't gave me nothing, they ain't paid me nothing. I just genuinely like the stuff. They got some banjo dust, but this is the original. So Scotty Chun, eat your heart out. We're gonna put it on there liberally. And then we got picking and grilling barbecue sauce. And we're gonna, there we go. Shake that up good. That is a brand new bottle. And it is good stuff. I don't want to just drown it, but I want a good bit on there. I'm gonna just tell y'all about my personal preferences with barbecue sauce. I'm not a fan of cooked meat and then drowned it in barbecue sauce because it gets everywhere. I'm a fan of put the barbecue sauce on there and cook with it. I don't know. It just my preferred method. So y'all see what we got right here? That is beaver. Mr. Scotty White gave me this pan right here, y'all. Brought it up here to me. No, this is the one that Scotty White gave me a deep one, didn't he? This is the one that Joey at Butterfly Farms gave me.
Yeah, they sent it in the mail.
Sent it in the mail. Joey, thank you. We're going to get some use out of it. I need to put this on this middle rack. Yeah. I get my wires crossed. Y'all, I have been so blessed. We've had people give us so much stuff, and I genuinely appreciate every bit of it. Forgive me if I get tongue-tied and crossed up, because I've got several pieces out there. Miss Darlene and them, we went and met them, and they gave us several pieces up there, big old skillets and things, and I got all of that cleaned up. I've still got some I'm working on out there. I've got cleaned up and seasoned, but I need to do some more seasoning. I had Brother Dempsey give us a ladle that I need to get seasoned up. It's still in your truck, ain't it? I forgot about that ladle. I have got to get it cleaned up. So now, let me run out here, y'all, and put this in the refrigerator so it don't burn. And I'm going to walk y'all back around over here where we can sit up and drink coffee and chit-chat. I got some cool things to tell y'all. You talk to me.
No, Alicia, I did not pick beaver for my birthday dinner.
I just want to talk to him.
We'll go talk to him.
If I could choose, it'd been something else.
Well, you could have choose. We'd have just had it and beaver.
You gonna come talk to him, Brady?
Oh.
William Roberts said that he'd eat beaver hamburgers. It was okay.
And like I said, y'all, it's not for everybody. It ain't one of them things like, oh, you gotta have it the way I cook it. Some of this kind of stuff is more about it being in your mind than it is what it actually tastes like. So it's like chitlins. If you decide you don't like chitlins, it don't matter if they cook 6 ways from Sunday. It don't matter how they cook, you ain't gonna like them. So, I mean, let's just be real about it. Either you gonna like it or you ain't. If you're willing to try it and see, then you got the option. You know, somebody may cook it a little better than others then. You ain't even on there. You up there.
Talk to him.
All he wants to do is see himself on the screen.
I am 42 years old today.
42?
42.
I thought you was younger than that.
No.
Time to trade her in on 2 20-year-olds. Look, get in your own chair over here. That's what you do. You're going to get up here. Get right up there. I'll turn the camera a little bit where they can look at you.
He's gonna show out.
Yeah, he ain't going to behave. There ain't a chink of that.
Hey! I have a Lego box over there building some.
Alicia, come eat beaver with us. Miss Alicia Stringer, she got a shrimp and all the seafood dinner last night for her birthday. So. Coach, you need to build you a kit. You need to build you a flintlock kit. You can't film it no more. They'll let you show it, they'll let you shoot it, but they don't want you filming building. I had to go in YouTube and delete all the videos of me building my flintlock. I thought, well, I'll have this documented. My kids can see that I built this rifle. No, YouTube said, no, sir, ain't gonna happen. And I would agree. I think if I'm gonna build another one, I'd probably go back up there and talk to my buddy at Corinth, Mississippi, Mr. Jack Garner. But that is a really rough kit. Like the inletting for the lock, you have got to hull out all the hole. There's no hole at all. Well, these Kibler kits, they at least got a hole made there for you.
Thank y'all for all the birthday wishes.
The shell though, no, we've got the whole beaver. In fact, this one here, when I got him out of the cooler, I still had the head on it. But I cut the rib cage and throwed it away. I cut the front shoulders off, and then I cut right below the rib cage, and I kept everything from there back. Because that is where the bulk of your meat is. I mean, you can keep the whole thing, the ribs and all that, but it's very little meat up there on it. And I mean, with this, I've got more than I'm going to eat. And realistically, here, I'm probably the only one going to eat it. Michelle might taste of it. She's not going to eat the beaver. So there's not no reason for it. Now, if I had a whole bunch of people that was really going to eat beaver, yeah, we'd cook the whole thing on the smoker. And I've got the smaller one out there. I'm going to probably smoke the whole thing sometime, but I really want to do it when I got some people that may eat it. May take it to Pickinsville and cook it up there. That's what I ought to do. Yeah. I ain't got a smoker up there is my reason for not doing it. We'd have to improvise some way of cooking it over the fire or something like that. I don't know. Marvin, yeah, I'm left-handed shooting a right-handed flintlock, and I built a right-handed kit knowing I could have got a left-handed kit. And he asked me, he said, you don't want a left-handed kit? I said, no, I want a right-handed one. And the reason is one day I want to hand that rifle off to Brody whenever he's big enough for it. And that be his rifle to have because I built it, or Lissy, either one, whichever one wants it. And they could shoot it being right-handed for them, because I can deal with the left hand, don't bother me. So that was my purpose for building one backwards. Probably don't make sense to nobody else, but it was important to me. Miss Alicia Stringer, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So y'all, let me tell y'all what happened cool today. I'm not able to go down there today to run my beaver traps. I had some stuff here. I had to go get the lawnmower fixed, had to get some knives shipped. I had some stuff to do. And I reset my traps yesterday evening when I left. And I put a new trap in on the front side of a dam because I've had a camera set up and I've been watching beavers and otters, beavers and nutria rat cross over. And today I had messages. I was going through my messages on my Facebook, and I had a guy sent me my picture on his game camera. He was like, oh, look. He said, what you doing way down here? I said, I'm trapping beavers there. And he said, oh, that's cool. He said, I told my buddy I got a picture of a famous person on camera. And he was talking about, he said, well, I don't even deer hunt. We were just conversing. He said, I don't even deer hunt down there. I'm just, he said, I'm trapping coyotes over there on that property for the hunters. And he said, I like to hunt the hogs. And I told y'all in one of the videos that I had seen hog sign down there. So anyway, we talking, and I figure out he's a trapper and knows about traps. And I'm like, well, hey, I said, I've got a muskrat caught that really needs to be got out of the trap because I'm going to struggle to get back down there tomorrow to get him out. I don't like leaving stuff caught that long. And he said, yeah, man, I'll go down there and get it. He said, he lives like 300 yards from the main gate. So then in a little while, I get pictures on my camera. He's down there, got the muskrat out or the nutria rat out for me and reset the trap. Man, thank you so much for doing that if you watch this. It takes a load off my mind. And y'all, it's cool to have people that'll just step in and help you out like that. I was really amazed, you know, and I go on these properties and I go in knowing that, hey, this is somebody's deer hunting land, and I try to respect everything. In fact, I seen turkeys on that property the other day, and I stopped and was going to try to film them. There's no way I would go in there and shoot deer or turkeys or whatever. I seen squirrels I could have shot. Now, I would shoot a squirrel if I was like, you know, going to eat it right there, cook it. I wouldn't go down there and just go on a squirrel hunt. But there's no way I would shoot a big buck if I seen it or whatever, because I have seen a couple of big trapping beavers over the years, not in the last year or so, but in times prior when I was doing this a lot. But I go in knowing that, you know, some of these guys could be watching my videos, and then when you find out somebody is watching your videos and you're on their deer camp, it's pretty cool, you know, and they're cool about it, and, you know, they respectful to you, and you're, y'all, we all one big family, and it is awesome. So thank all of you that do that, and y'all, right now, all the traps are down around Quitman, Mississippi. That is some land down there. There's several different properties down there that are owned by the same people. And I am on there. And I can't say on camera who I am trapping for because that's kind of one of the deals. Hey, they watch my videos. They think it's cool that I'm videoing all of this stuff. So, yeah, I could be on your deer camp land if you're down there. And duck hunters, man, y'all. Last year, we drained some beautiful duck holes. And I've had people comment and say, hey, I bet that's a great duck hole. It is. It really is. And last year, we had drained it, and the beavers dammed it back up. And the last time I was there on the property that I knew had duck blinds in it, I left the water. I was like, I'm not tearing out the water. I'm going to leave because I'm going to be out of here all winter. I'm coming back in the spring. I'm going to leave the water in the dam. That way, them guys can duck hunt, y'all, because I want to respect y'all and what y'all do. You know, if I'm on your deer lease, I don't want to mess up somebody's hunting. Unfortunately, my whole job is to drain the land. They want the water off so they can get in there and log it. So, anyway, I just thought that was cool that this guy went in there and, you know, got that critter out of the trap for me so it ain't there suffering. And I know when I'm filming stuff and I've got them on chains and they ain't drowned it and they, you know, everybody thought, oh, you torturing them animals. Y'all, I am not torturing these animals. Yeah, I grabbed that cable and that chain and pulled that beaver up and took a quick video, and then I immediately dispatched. I was not just there laughing, torturing. I just wanted to get a little video of, hey, I got one caught right here, was all that was about. So don't misunderstand it. Take it out of context. And there's some people that are die hard on the trapping, like, you need a quick kill, use only conibears bears. Well, you know, it's unfortunately that is really not feasible in every scenario. And my job is, hey, we got to get rid of these beavers, whatever it takes to get rid of them. You can shoot them, you can trap them. We don't care what you do. They just got to be gone and the water gone. So anyway, but I am ready to go fishing. I've got my skeeter boat out, cleaned up, backed up under the carport. I washed it today because me and Jimmy Sullivan brought it back from Tom Bigby last year, and that was the last trip when I caught them 4 big monster flatheads. It had slime all on the side of the boat, dirt all in it and everything else. So I've blowed it out with a blower, fixed a bench seat in it. I got to mount my transducer back on the back because we broke the mount off, and I bought a different mount. I've got to mount that back on the back of the boat. But we are going to be next week at Oak Tibby. We're going to set up the new camper down there and crappie fish. The crappie are on fire at Oak Tibby. So we've got crappie fishing videos coming, y'all. I'm going back as soon as I can, either sometime tomorrow or Monday, and I'm going to trip all of my traps that are not kill traps. My kill traps don't really matter. I'm going to trip all my traps, because it'll be a week before I go back in there and redo my traps. So we're going to take a little break from the trapping, fish hard. Located a pond that is full of sun perch or stump perch or green sunfish or, you know, sunbrim, whatever people want to call them. And we will be having good flathead bait. Now, I'm going to actually bring most of them that I can. We're going to take as many traps as we can gather up over there and trap a bunch of these baits out of this man's pond for him. I'm going to bring them back over here, put some in my bait tank, and then we're going to go down there and we're going to pour them in my little old pond. Hopefully get it to where I can catch sun perch out of my own pond back here. Net man, are you ready to go crappie fishing? You gonna crappie fish next week?
We might have to put some...
Get up here and let's talk about it.
We might have to put some catfish in the duck pond.
Yeah, you gonna crappie fish at camping next week? We're gonna do a lot of fishing.
Yeah.
So y'all, the weather, I don't know what the weather's gonna do next week. It could be raining, it could be sloppy weather. I'm gonna try to fish in and out of the rain. I don't know how we're gonna work all this out. So, and I know I've talked to some of y'all that say, hey, we're gonna be at Oak Tibby. Hopefully I'll see y'all there. If y'all see that skeeter boat, somebody, ugly fellow with a do-rag on his head, that'd probably be me. Come holler at me. I'll take pictures with you. We'll talk. We'll fish together. You probably had to stay in your boat, though, now. Insurance don't like me putting just whoever in my boat's a problem. All right. Bobby Garland all the way, somebody said. I have got some, Mr. Kevin down here in Jackson is making me some, Kevin Ferguson is making me some hair jigs. I am looking to try them out next week. I want to help him get his hair tied jigs. I want to help him market them and sell them. So I mentioned that the other day or in a video. I'm going to be fishing with them. We're going to see how they perform next week. We'll get to put them to the test. So I'm going to load my boat down with crappie fishing stuff. There's Joey from Butterfly Farms. Joey, we are cooking in the pan you sent us. You may have done been on here and seen that. I hadn't paid no attention if you had been on here yet. But anyway, we've got beaver in that shallow cast iron fryer. And we fixing to do it up. We have got beaver cooking, y'all. And coffee. You know, we just about got it made. Let me tell y'all something. Let me turn y'all around where you can look me right in the eyes when I say this. I was down there this week. I was a little over knee deep in water. Had my waders on. No, that was the day I waded over my boots. I was in there in that water tearing out a beaver dam. And y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. Tearing out them beaver dams is physical, hard work. Walked a good ways in there. But I was in the middle of that water just tearing out that beaver dam. And I just stopped. And I looked around. And I said, Lord, thank you. I'm getting paid to be out here doing something I absolutely love doing. Now, I don't just love killing animals, okay? Y'all get this straight. But I love being in the woods. I love being in the water. I love digging in the dirt, tearing them dams out. Just, you know, it's a job that has to be done. And I said, Lord, thank you that I'm getting paid to do something I love. Y'all, that is, you don't know what that meant. I hadn't let things get lost on me. Which I don't really think I'm famous by no means. People say that, and I'm like, no, I'm just no country boy out here that's got lucky, you know. But I'm be honest with you, I'm blessed, and I say, Lord, thank you. I hadn't missed saying thank you for getting to do what I love to do. And it's just like being able to get here tonight, get to sit here tonight and talk to y'all and drink coffee and cook beavers and have a good time. I'm blessed. I'm thankful. And I want to say also thank you to all of y'all that tune in and watch this. There's 370 people right now watching this show. I want you to know I appreciate the time you have took out of your Friday or Saturday night tonight to sit down and watch Spirit of the Outdoors. I know I ain't that entertaining, but I do the best I can to make you laugh, whatever. What you got? Look, this boy has done got his Legos out and made y'all something. Look at him. That looks like Jesus in there. Who is that? That's one of them stormtroopers.
Yeah, his helmet wouldn't fit.
His helmet wouldn't fit. He laid back. He's cruising. He got one hand up on the wheel, ain't he? One other thing I want to mention before I forget about this, y'all, and I got these off of Facebook. People that I am working on knives, I had a knife order. I contacted a lady, and her daddy was wanting a knife, and of course she just got on there and he watches my videos and wanted to order a knife, so he had to get his daughter to get on there and do the technical work for him. And anyway, in contact, she said, I'm sorry right now. She said, I hadn't been able to make the transaction. She said, my dad's gotten sick. He's in the hospital, and they fighting an infection that they really can't identify in him. So y'all pray for Mr. Ricky Bruce. Got some kind of infection. They need to identify whatever this infection is so they can treat it. For over 2 weeks, he's been sick and struggling with this. Pray for him. And then Bernard Harless, his wife messaged, he watches our videos. He is in ICU. and she's wanting to get him out of ICU and get him home. So y'all pray for Mr. Bernard Harless. If y'all will help remind me, when we close out tonight, we will close out at the end of this show about 9 o'clock with prayer. I'll try to mention these then. So I just wanted to mention that while we had a bunch of folks on here to pray for them, y'all, because I know how it is. And I don't mind doing this because last year when my dad had an accident and I asked y'all to pray, y'all prayed and God moved. God worked in our family because everybody was praying. So thank y'all. All right, now on to whatever. Trying to see who all is on here, actually. Man, we have got everybody. John Mobley, I'm going to tell you what it takes. Ask God to give you the life you... I prayed and I said, Lord, I'm thankful for everything I got. I'm thankful. I was working on pottery and I said, Lord, I'm thankful for pottery. I said, but this ain't what I want to do. I said, Lord, I want to do my spirit of the outdoors. I want to trap and make knives and hunt and fish and do all that outdoor stuff. I said, Lord, that's what I want to do for a living. And you know what? God is slowly putting me into what I asked for. And I'm trying to serve God and win souls. And that's what I do for God. And then as long as I do what's right and be thankful for everything God does for me, God will give me the desires of my heart. Long as it's within reason and not, something detrimental to me. I could ask God for $10 million and he'd probably be like, you know what, $10 million would ruin you. I can't give you that. And you know what? He'd probably be right. So he'd give me $10 million, I'd buy me a pile of land with a lake in the middle of it and a camp house, and y'all would never see me again. Lynn, I have not made beaver jerky, but you know what? That is an excellent idea. And that may be something I try to do with some beaver because I need to come up with something I can do with these beavers because I don't want to skin them and just chunk them. And I'll have to be honest with you, I had to chunk one or two. I skin them all. I've got the hides, and somebody told me the hides was upwards of like $20. So, and that's green. So I may freeze all my hides and next fall sell them. Because our fur down here don't really prime up no whole lot. It don't really get that cold for that long. So us really having a big, thick, luscious, they ain't gonna be as good. That don't really change a lot down here in the South. They pretty well what they gonna be. Now they prime up some, yes, but anyway. David, why does it always question your it questions your comments? Somebody has to show it. Carl Soul said, I would like to get my daughter a deer skinning knife. I do a basic short blade skinning knife for about $160. Carbon steel knives. Right now I'm working on all orders. I want to transition over to where I'm not doing orders. And I keep saying, well, you know what? I'm not going to take any more of these orders. But when people's filling up my inbox like, hey, I want to order a knife. I want one of your knives. I need to get on the list for a knife. I hate to tell them no. I hate to tell them, no, I ain't going to make you a knife. I'm going to wait and just make knives and you see if you get one. My heart don't let me tell people that. So, I'm just doing it. Jeff Caudell, I am doing good, my friend. Doing good. David, they must not. They give you fits, don't they? But we all like you, so you're in good hands with all, Steve. Tennessee Sherry, thank you so much and welcome to the family. She said, I am so thankful that God brought your family into my life. Y'all, it is a blessing just to know that I've been a blessing to somebody. I want to tell y'all something else cool I saw today. Last year we baptized some people over in the Burnside Lake. Brian Hughes and his family, brother, I don't know. We baptized several of them over there one day. And we was waited out there late, and there was some other folks there playing, and I may have told this story, but I'm going to tell it again. And one of the guys, he said, oh, I'm a Baptist preacher from right up the road up here. And he said, we just going to back up and be praying over here. We not, because I told him, I was like, man, y'all go ahead and be fishing, playing your kites, whatever. We just going to do a little baptism right here. Wanted to let you know what we was doing, you know. I didn't want to be offensive and just barge in over where they was at playing and you know, disrespectfully. And when I got through baptizing all them, he stepped up and he said, you got one more. And I looked, I mean, I knew he was a preacher, and he said, the Lord told me to let you baptize me. And I baptized him in Jesus' name right there. And today, Michelle come out there and show you, so I want to show you a picture on Facebook. He's out there baptizing people now in the same boat ramp. And I was like, man, that is awesome. His church is growing. He's pastoring a church over there in Burnside community. It's growing. He's baptizing people. And I was like, man, that is awesome, you know. So I just, you know, cool stuff you get to see. Hell Slayer, it could have been the same Brian, but I baptized him. He's a different man now. I don't know if it's the same one. I don't know what town you're in. Oh, Lord. Darlena Howson, absolutely. There is nothing in this life by accident. She said, I believe God puts people in our lives for a reason. Iron sharpens iron. We look forward to your videos every week. Thank you so much. But yes, I don't believe anything in this life is by accident. Now, there's a lot of people that believe, oh, God's got everything worked out and everything going to happen a certain way, don't matter what you do. God don't really line everything out to where you have no choice. God gives you free will. What God does is he creates a path for you. He'll open this door, and it's up to you to walk through that door. And if you miss it, he may give you a second chance at that opportunity, or he may open a different door. He may, you know, but God makes a way for you. But you get to make some decisions in life about stuff, about how your life turns out. Because there's too much in the Bible where God's people drifted away for a while, and they come back, and God got frustrated with them, and then God was pleased with them. And, you know, God didn't decide all the time what was going to happen. Now, there was times that he did say, you know what, I'm going to punish them, and this is going to happen. But it wasn't a constant thing of, hey, everything in your life is just worked out to detail to where you just floating through with no choice. You got a lot of decision and choice in everything you do, so. Randall Hayes, you love my shirt. Y'all need to get on, let Uncle Sasquatch hook you up with one of these. Y'all, I love my Uncle Sasquatch outdoors shirt. And you don't see me in the outdoors with it on a lot, so I have to wear it on special occasions like this because I don't want to nasty it up. But he's got a link in some of his videos. You can go to link and order one. I ordered one. David Gray, I want to go to Tom Bigby before the trip, and I'm sure I will. I want to go over there and go on and be doing some crappie fishing while they're hot. My problem is I don't know when I'm going to get to go. The beaver trapping is kind of a priority deal. Here's the thing with the beaver trapping. One of those properties that I have not caught anything on yet is priority. And they're trying to sell that tract of timber and log it here pretty quick. And they want me to get the water off of it, and it is a huge tract of timber. So I know I've got one big beaver lake on it I'm trapping right now. If I can get the dams tore out and get the beavers caught on it, and I'm going to move down and hit another lake on it and possibly another one below it. I hadn't been all over it yet. So some of this stuff is kind of like priority. And then with the knives and all this stuff, it's limited time on how much fishing I'm going to get to do. But yeah, I'm probably going before the Pickensville trip. Most likely I am. Bonnie, you said you was 24 years old when you saw what? I missed that. Jeff Busby said he may have my shirt on. Hey, that's how it be. Uncle Sasquatch supports me, I support him. If nothing else, Uncle Sasquatch, we wearing it as advertisement. If you ain't subscribed to Uncle Sasquatch Outdoors, you need to go subscribe to his channel. The man is a wealth of knowledge on firearms, especially older firearms, and more especially smoke poles, flint locks, cap locks. So if you into all of that kind of stuff, he's your man. Wealth of knowledge. We all love Uncle Sasquatch here. Michelle was born when I was fishing in the Tennessee Tombigbee outside of Columbus, Mississippi. I got you. Yeah, John Campbell, everything's backwards, and YouTube's got it in such a way that I don't know how to remedy it. I need to send them an email and tell them that I am greatly frustrated with the way they handling their life. I mean, I just... Petey Fresh Hour said, how is the Jeep doing? I want y'all to know I love my Jeep. I had a lot of people say, oh, don't buy no Jeep. That's the worst decision you'll ever make. Y'all, I don't know how I've made it this long without a Jeep. Why have I never had a Jeep before? Would I suggest you buy a Jeep to be your only mode of transportation? Absolutely not. Rough, uncomfortable, ain't no room for nothing. I can give you all the reasons why you don't want one. But for doing what I'm doing with it, best thing I ever done. It's like that Honda Pioneer that I can drive on the road all the way down yonder, street legal. And then I drove that thing this week all the way down four-wheeler trails. I mean, when I went between them pine trees, it pushed the mirrors in. It kept going. I said, it'll go, it'll go. You can pull that thing down in 4 low and that little old 4-cylinder engine and just put it in first gear. You ain't even got to touch a gas. It'll just crawl. Man, that thing will crawl up a slick bark oak tree. Hell Slayer, I'm using a lot of saw blades. It is high carbon steel. So I'm Darlena said, is my speaking event in Brownsville still on March 21st? Yes, I will be in Brownsville, Tennessee, which is not far out of Jackson, Tennessee. March the 21st at some kind of an outdoor type event. It's in honor of a guy that was up there that passed away years ago, and they do an event to honor him, and it's a wild game type deal. So I'll be speaking there. Would love to meet all of y'all from Tennessee. Come out. They'd love to have you there. I will be doing some short videos in the near future to promote that event. So yeah, we'll figure it out, and we're gonna be there. We'll figure out how to get you there and dates and all of that. Carl Sullivan, thank you so much. Said, look, I like watching your live shows. Don't comment much, but I do watch. Great job. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you that watch. I like using old saw blades, and here's the reason. I could buy stock steel and have a more consistent, but I don't like a new looking shiny blade. Looks Walmartish to me. I like something that looks like it's old. I like it to look like it's got character. I like it to have pits in the blade. I like it to have some blemishes. I like scratches. I like that. When I hand forge one out, I'll never grind all of the, I'm going to be honest with y'all, with a belt grinder out there, it don't take long to take it down to slick metal to where they ain't a blemish in it. It's not a laziness thing. The machine will do it for you. It's knowing how much to take off to where it looks professional, but leave enough in there to give it character and uniqueness. I want my knives to all be unique. I don't want it to be look like all of them is precisely the same. When you buy a knife, I want you to know that there ain't a nary another one that looks just like it. You can pick it up and go, no, that ain't mine. Oh, this one over here is mine. They'll have a little different feel. The handle may be a little thicker, a little thinner, something. They're not going to be exactly the same, and that's what I like. So that's why I like saw blades. The next thing is I like to repurpose something. These are saw blades that's going in the scrap. So I give them a new life. Give them, they don't need recycling something that you can just, upcycle, what I call it. I learned that on one of them old HGTV shows back in the day. Custom, that's right, custom. Bonnie said, I have no idea why extra words are sneaking in my comments. I don't know why extra letters sneak in mine. I'll be on Facebook typing comments. I try to get in a hurry and reply to as much as I can because the replies in the comments is what push the algorithm on all of this stuff. So I try to comment when I got time. Now, like when I was down there beaver trapping, I couldn't post, comment, nothing. I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. Remind me to tell y'all the story about me down there camping out. But anyway, I'll be typing in a hurry to reply to stuff, and my H's turn to J's, and there'll be extra letters in my words. And it's done got so bad that my autocorrect in my phone will correct what to WJAT instead of, if I type it right, it'll correct it to WJAT. I done mistyped it so many times. So anyway, yeah, I went down there to camp out and trap beavers. And I left Tuesday morning at about 5 o'clock in the morning when I pulled out of here. Camping gear loaded up. Y'all seen the video. Oh, excuse me. I left and went down there and trapped beavers all day, set traps, worked 2 different properties, got over there to the second property, set traps, set up camp. No phone service whatsoever. It was so bad that when I went down there to shoot beavers after I cooked and ate, and I really couldn't find it. It was so growed up and limbs down and trees down all in there. You couldn't shine and see nothing. And so I come back to the camp it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock when I got back up there. And I just went on to bed because there was no service to the point I couldn't even watch videos and stuff on my phone. I just plugged it up to the little battery charger pack I had, got in my hammock, went to sleep. It was after dinner the next day when I got out of there and got to where some service was, and Michelle had blowed my phone up. My mama and daddy had blowed my phone up. Michelle said, can you not let us know that you're okay? And I'm like, I wanted to. I really did, but I couldn't. There was no service. So I wasn't commenting and replying to nothing for about 36 hours. As I was in a dark. So every time I go down there while I'm trapping that day, it'll be like a day that they ain't no reels, no videos, no comments, no nothing out of me, because there ain't no service down there. Now, when I come out and hit the road between some of them properties, I find a little bit of service, but I may have to get me a Starlink to put on top of the Jeep where I can talk down there. I may have to get me a satellite phone. I don't know. Looking like I've been in the French Revolution. I don't know what to adjust. I don't know what I can adjust. Did your beaver scent work out on the track line? It did. I caught beavers on that scent. I did. Sure did. Homemade lure did work. And I cut the casters out of some. I'm going to make some more. And I use it pretty liberally. So I am keeping all the casters. Most of them I hang on a nail down there. Somebody said they're worth a little money. I hadn't really looked to see if they buying them and what they're worth. I don't know. Well, Davis, usually when I have lunch, I have to have it down in the middle of the woods, sitting in the Jeep somewhere. Empty Pockets Trapping said, what part of Mississippi you in? We are not far out of Philadelphia, Mississippi. In the outer skirts of Neshoba County is where we at. Fishing with Kedra, watching from Mississippi. Welcome to the family. Thank you for tuning in. Have I ever tried worm grunting? You know, I have a time or two and have not had a lot of success at it, but it is most likely the location I was at when I tried it. I have seen it work. I know it works for a fact. One of my problems is I don't really fish with worms a lot. Usually when we get ready to worm, we just go dig them. But yeah, J.R. Willis and them did it back last year. I seen they done it. So it works. I know for a fact it works, but no, I have not done it. Coat hangers and an electric cord. What does that do? That'd be a new one on me right there. Oh, to get worms. I'll have to figure out how that works. Jason McKenzie, them blanks you sent, I've got a knife made out of one, but I never could really get them hardened up. I don't know, that steel wouldn't, I hardened it, but I couldn't really make it hold an edge. You know what I mean? I don't know. I may have to do some more working on that. John Campbell said it brings them to the top of the ground. Now, I know the worm grunting brings them to the top of the ground. My question is the coat hanger and the electric cord. How does that work? Empty Pocket said, I am in Kentucky. Okay. Straight hangers into an L shape. Stick them into the ground and then put the other end into the cord plug and then go plug it in. Yeah. Might have to try that. Might be interesting to try. The only problem, I'd have to have a long extension cord to get down in there to where I got, because they seem to be in lower ground out there somewhere, but keep them about 1 foot apart in the ground. Well, some of y'all might try that. I may try it eventually. What you got built now, Hoss? That thing's got a door on the back, ain't it?
Yeah, you can put some cargo in the back.
Cargo, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little tight. And
well, that's good. That way it don't be flopping around in there, huh?
Yeah. And plus, you can't really fit a driver in.
Oh, but, yeah, he just had to lay back and cruise, put one hand up on the wheel like this. Lay back.
And I have to make this a little
Listen
smaller.
to that music go boom, boom.
That's
boom.
how Daddy used to ride.
I had a truck when you could hear when I turned off the highway, your windows would start rattling over here.
He was one that made all the old folks mad back in his day.
I had a truck. It had 3 15-inch speakers under the bed cover in the back of the little S10. Had a 1,400 watt amp pushing them. Man, it just... I tell you what it'll do. It'll make the mirrors fall off your truck. The door latches won't work long. It rattled everything in that old truck loose. I finally took them speakers out and sold them because I got tired tightening bolts on it. Fiddling for worms works too. Bonnie, I know what you mean. She said it was so worth hearing my husband was okay and that I could see where he was on the map. So what, let me see what she said. InReach by Garmin. Hikers use them. So Michelle, we may need to get her an InReach for her birthday.
Hey.
He cut it off
What?
where I couldn't see where you was.
Only when I went by my girlfriend's. No, I'm too far along in life to be worried about all of that.
All right, Brady, I'm cooking you some chicken nuggets. Me and
Alright,
you
I'm
some
gonna go make this thing.
T-Mobile has a plan now to add Starlink to the regular
Accidentally,
service.
once right,
chicken. No, you hit him in the nose.
accidentally, but I didn't.
Yeah, Dave, I know for a fact it'll make all the screws back out. That vibration from them subwoofers is tough on an old vehicle. I'm sure it's tough on a new one too. It just takes longer to show up. Oh, man. Lisa said it's raining in Foxworth, Mississippi. It has just slacked off raining here. Let's see what we've got. We have gotten 0.26 inches, so we've had a little over a quarter of an inch of rain. This says outdoor temperature is 61 and falling. Barometric pressure is at 29.88. So anyway, we got that thing sitting over here. I don't really pay it a lot of attention anymore much. How young am I? I am 44. I mean, I'm running 50 down just as fast as I can. I'll be there. My birthday, I'll be 45 in June. This coffee cup we got at a flea market. It's one of them yard sale type flea markets. Not the, all the Harbor Freight stuff. Some of them has a lot of like China-made tools, cheaper tools, stuff like that at them flea markets. This one, people set up at and it's just selling stuff like yard sale out of the trunk of their vehicles. And I found this lady had this and it still had the sticker. It's gone. It had the pink sticker on the bottom from Walmart. Probably in the 70s or 80s maybe. And it was a Walmart cup. And I don't know, I like it for whatever reason. But you can't find them no more. Anytime I'm at a thrift store, I look for these type cups. And if I see one, I get it. But this is the only one I've ever found. There is some plastic ones like this. The first one I ever saw was a plastic cup my cousin had.
Kathy there was two in that house that we went through and dug out.
You got them or what happened to them? I thought you'd got them.
I didn't bring them home.
That house was kind of nasty. I don't know that I'd have drank out of them after I seen where they'd been. The house was in rough shape. What you got?
I can close right onto that wall. And you can put some minifigures in here.
Yeah.
And you can put 2 chairs in here.
Go show them that big 3-legged thing you put together.
3-legged thing?
He's learning now to put these little Lego kits together by himself. His Nana still helps him put the big ones together.
You like the TIE Fighter?
You gonna have to come around over here.
Pup chewed one of them up last night.
No, he didn't. Which one?
I don't know which.
The one that came with Baby Yoda. But it was just the ship, not the man. I'm glad.
Puppy chewed up my internet booster too. Chewed the antenna. It still works, but he chewed the antenna up pretty good. We had to fix it where he couldn't get up there where it was at.
Yeah, I just grabbed Puppy on the neck.
You want me to fix you another one of them dirty Mountain Dews I fixed you all ago with them got coconut?
I got a cup right over there with ice in it. Why, you just want to fix it on here for them to see?
You didn't
Can I
like
have
it. Didn't like it.
It was all
I don't
right.
have no more coconut left.
She fixed something. I was afraid it had alcohol in it the way she handed it to me. I didn't know. She called it a dirty Mountain Dew. I tasted it. I said, well, it's got coconut in it. I can taste that.
You just pour Mountain Dew and then you pour coconut creamer, coffee creamer on the top of it.
And you ain't got no more of it?
So
Well, then why was you offering to make me one?
I got a little bit left.
Prepared medic said them Legos is cool till you walk into the bathroom barefoot in the dark. You right about that, and I found some. That is the very reason that he don't have any idea what jacks are. Ain't doing it. Ain't happening, yeah. Do you know what jacks are? See? And he ain't either.
Yeah, I was supposed to add wings and it has to be a little white.
Mike Culpepper, I don't know if she's having a good birthday or not. She's getting beaver cooked for her birthday. I don't know if she's happy about that or not.
You can eat some of my chicken nuggets.
Well, they're not done yet. They still cooking.
Will Michelle put custom names in fat bottle mugs like Pops or Nana?
I can't, like on the bottom.
On the side, I'm assuming. You want it like on the side over here where it says Pops or Nana?
I don't have a stamp that would say Pop or Nana. I'd have to figure out a way to carve it in. But right now, I got to get caught up on the ones the orders I have before I can take any more orders right now.
Coach, you right. That's why we don't do Jack's Hen. I'd have to repent in the middle of the night. That's what I'd have to do. Me and the Lord would have to have a serious heart-to-heart conversation if I stepped on a jack in the middle of the night. I can kind of deal with the Legos. I'll be honest with you. I've learned to look for them. Oh.
Miss Alicia said she's gonna buy them, so.
I'll block you from my channel if you do.
No.
Oh Lord, that'd be mean, wouldn't it?
I'm going to add a few turrets on the top. So, because it really needs.
Because I can promise you, he's gonna leave them in the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
All of his stuff goes in the floor, and then he wonders why Puppy chews it up.
Cash Lawrence, how are you? Lawn darts. Yeah, John Campbell. Lawn darts. Yeah. Lord, Lord, Lord.
Josh showed me.
She said, go ahead. I got my shells if I blocked her. I fix it where you can't watch my videos. What are you doing, Hoss?
I never showed.
He done took Slam over.
The door can open on the back.
Bonnie said I stubbed my toe on a huge, heavy bone in the middle of my floor the other night.
Tell Alicia why you didn't come in and talk to her at the nail salon the
I
other
did.
day.
I did mention it, didn't I?
About
told her.
Brody sitting in the chocolate.
Yeah, Brody had chocolate smeared all over his breeches.
Alicia, when I got back out to the truck, Justin was mad as fire. I said, what is wrong?
We was headed to an event to speak at, and Brody's out there done got his chocolate bar and poured it in his seat and had it all over his blue jeans and everything. We having to go to an event. Luckily, he had another pair of breeches in the truck. Jeff said, I got struck in the head by a long dart at 13. Well, Bonnie, was it a real bone or was it a store-bought bone? Because Pup, he done brought beaver feet, deer feet. I don't know what, anything I cut off or something, we find it under the bed in there. Anytime we sit there and all of a sudden we start going, what's that smell? We immediately go look under the bed to see what we can find, and usually it's some kind of a part to an animal that he didn't need in the house.
Throwing them pieces out in the yard.
And this beaver that we cooking right now, the tail bone part, I chunked it out across the yard, and I seen him out there eyeballing it. I said, Pup, don't you bring that up here at the house, but I guarantee you for the week's out, I'll find it in the house.
So let me show you.
She said I told that Sunday on the live. I forgot we did do a live Sunday, didn't we?
So let me show you something. So the cockpit can open the...
Vicky Harris said, hey, y'all from Texas. Brandon, your dog would bring home deer sheds? I ain't had one that would find sheds. I've heard of them, seen them do it. What? What happened? Did you get embarrassed?
I was trying to show them what can open on this thing.
Vicky said she's glad she made it home for the live. I'm glad you made it home for the live too. We checked on this oven deal we got going on in here.
It's still cooking.
So, y'all,
How
this
far is it from being
back
done? Ooh, that
door
looks good, y'all.
can open.
How do these
The
cookies
cockpit can open. And it was
I wish
supposed
we
to be
had
a
some
land
kind of
speeder
dessert.
from Star Wars, but
belong? You want me to make some
it
of them
ended
cookies?
up being this, but it can't fly and go.
Well, we could have made a cobbler, couldn't we?
And
We could
here's
put it
the
in there
spider droid.
It's
It's really
No,
cool.
in a different pan. In the same pan. Lord hell. No, I don't want my cobbler in my beaver dish.
And some guys can fit in the cockpit in the back.
Got more
Only
Texas
two.
folks. East Texas here.
Or you can put
Longview,
some,
Texas.
cargo in the back. With
So how
the
many of y'all are
aliens.
from Texas?
They're
Great
hard
state of
guns.
Texas. Ron Hicks, can you smoke griddle like you would a country ham? I have cooked griddle on the Blackstone. I have deep fried griddle, obviously.
You can,
What else? I did something else with it. I've made it a couple of different ways.
You can put some sniper guys on the back.
Brody ain't through telling y'all about his Starship.
And you can put some bricks, Lego bricks in
Is that
here.
peaches up at the top of the page? Let's see.
Like some.
Is they what?
Peaches.
So you can build a base. Or,
I think I ate the can of peaches.
Or you can put some army turrets in the
Heavy,
back.
sir?
I can't tell.
Or on the top.
What
They're
about
really
the
gonna do.
figs in yonder? We still got figs?
And it's gonna be a seat right here
Hey, come get this game.
with a turret. There's gonna be a seat.
Kathy
right
Busby
here
said they
with
live in
a
Atlanta, Texas.
Turret right here.
Rhonda is in Southeast Texas.
So they can destroy the spider droid.
Gulfport,
Very easy, but
Glenn and Shannon Salty Life. Hey, we down in Long Beach every now and then. My sister has a place in Long Beach, and we come down there some during the summer. So whenever you see that we're gonna be down that way, holler at us.
and my
What are you
favorite
looking
thing
for?
about this.
I gotta get a can of peaches.
There's two windows right there, so you can. So
Y'all
guys-
probably want to see. If I fall, I don't want y'all to miss this.
Well, all you gotta do is reach up there.
Oh. Where they at?
But some of these
These are
things
big.
I build that's in stuff that's Star Wars,
I think
that's
we need
supposed
to
to be
restock
Star
our
Wars
peaches.
stuff. It's never been
Hey,
shown
look,
in
there's
Star
right there.
Wars. It's just custom built.
I wanna
It was supposed to be a land speeder. They appeared in Star Wars, like almost in every
Let me
movie.
get out your way.
Only
You
in
need one of
some
them pans out
movies,
there, or you got
the
everything you need?
land speeder
Well, it's under
appeared.
here, ain't it? Good Lord. Y'all, we got a stack of cast iron that high under there.
Don't show them.
Otherwise, I watched a video where this guy
You want to cook
used
it in
a
that
Lego
fryer?
City burger truck is Luke Skywalker's land speeder,
I got a
which is
mess
really
down here.
cool. This is even better, but it's a little too tight, so it can only fit Lego bricks and a seat
We
with a
finished
guy and
Where'd
a
you take it?
pilot
That's fine. That's size.
right
Don't
here,
need a big one.
right here,
You don't need
and there's
that.
no steering wheel. But
I
there's
gotta
supposed to
find
be,
the lid for
there's
it.
two
That's
controls.
gonna be it for coffee.
One's missing,
You know?
which I'm going to go
Oh.
find
I
it.
thought with a cast iron you need
No
a
steering
lid. We've
wheel.
always
Because
put
there ain't
lids
enough
on.
space. If I had one
Okay.
right here, the driver's going to be right here. And yeah, he ain't going to be able to. Well, he may. But you ain't going to be able to look at the controls, so.
All right, you about run out of gas.
Nope. I need to do one thing.
One thing. Well, let's do one thing and then let's get it wrapped up. That boy's a mess. Y'all look at all this stuff he's built. He's worked hard on it.
Yeah, I had to take it apart.
Yep. I fussed at him a little bit because his nana's bought him more than any of it. Spend a good bit on these little old kits and they'll help him and put it all together. She put one big old long dinosaur thing together. It won't be no time he'll have it tore all apart and poured in a bucket. I'm like, Brody, if you keep tearing them back apart and pouring them in a bucket, we're gonna quit buying them. Hey, it just breaks my heart to spend all that time and then all of a sudden they're scattered everywhere. They're all over the floor in there. Mike Culpepper seen all that cast iron come out on the counter over there. He started drooling, didn't he? Sharon David, he likes him custom built Lego stuff. Now he's built all kind of stuff out there. And he's built some, we've got him some of them square, like a, what do you call it, Brody? What's them square things, Michelle? What do you call them big square ones?
What?
Legos. The big square flat thing.
Oh, the pads.
What do you call them?
The
Lego
building
base
pads.
plate.
Base plates. That's what it is. Got them, and then he'll put all his stuff on them. He'll have a whole scene going on that base plate.
Yeah, like, I'm into Star Wars instead of dinosaurs.
Yeah, he was in dinosaurs, now it's Star Wars.
Yeah, but I thought about doing something when the Star Wars thing is over. I want to do on back to dinosaurs.
I never have watched Star Wars in my life. 40-something years old, and I've never seen Star Wars. But since he got into it, we done watched episode 1, and then I made it through episode 2, and we started episode 3.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with y'all, I don't know no more what's going on, and I can fly to the moon myself.
Yeah,
And he don't neither.
let me tell y'all something.
He got mad at me. He said, Daddy, he said, every time we start watching this, you go to sleep.
Yeah, every time we watch the movie. Like, every time we watch part 2, he would go to sleep. And then at the last time, he did not fall asleep. And then we have not finished episode 3.
Who went to sleep first last night?
Dad.
We started one last night. I couldn't tell you no more what went on the night before.
Brody went to sleep first last night.
Did he? Oh, yeah, you left and went in there and got to bed with Mama.
He was asleep before
You
2
the
o'clock.
one went to sleep first.
Yeah, because the way why I did those was you were not even watching Star Wars. I set a stick while I was
What was
building,
Daddy doing?
looking on his phone. I wish he never even had
Oliver
one.
said, we got lots of Legos at garage sale. Says Lego has an app for all its Legos. Brody ain't got nothing to put an app on. Where's your little blue iPad? You can't put apps on it?
I don't know, but it has to charge in it.
Well, you have to plug it up for it to charge. It don't charge without you
And
hooking that
guess
cord
what?
to it.
Whoever got me that flashlight, Puppy just chewed the cord up.
Really?
Chewed it up. I didn't even lay it on the floor anymore.
Puppy is chewing up everything.
Yeah, every time he chews something that's mine.
Alicia gave him the flashlight, didn't she? He just chewed the string up on it.
Yeah, he didn't chew the whole
He didn't hurt the light. He just chewed that little lanyard thing on it. I ain't hurt
Yeah, when he did that, I got so mad and just grabbed him by the skin.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
that. Joey said hello from Loosedale.
You can put a C in the middle of these two things.
Cody said, do you like Star Wars? Brody said, yeah, he likes Star
I
Wars.
really
You
like
need to
Star
come
Wars.
sit over here. When we ask you questions, we don't see nothing you saying. Show them feet. Where's your shoes?
They nasty.
Yeah. I haven't got it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Tight line in Florida said, I'm 64 and I've never watched Star Wars either. I just ain't interested in that kind of stuff. Ron Hicks, thank you so much.
I can easily. It's hard. But
Ron, yeah, I did. And you know what? I found that thing the other day, and I've still got the envelope that came with it in my truck. I have not run anything on it. I'm gonna have to be honest with you. I'm gonna have to sit down and see if I can build it or not. I've got to do some ciphering. I've just been too much going on to experiment with it. But I do have it. I've got the cell phone case, and I found the cell phone case where I had laid it. I didn't find it. I just run across where I had laid it down. I was like, now who sent this? And then the other day I was in my truck, my console, looking for a receipt. I was digging out tax receipts. Found this envelope, opened it. I was like, oh, there's all that information and what to do. So I put it back in the envelope, and it's back in my console of my truck. So yeah, I've got everything. I'm gonna have to look and see.
Dad.
What?
The first time I watched Star Wars was at Christmas.
Yeah. Well, talking about the Star Wars stuff, I've never watched no whole lot of Star Wars stuff. I just never was into the space type stuff. didn't interest me.
Yeah.
As far as what I was in, I liked the fantasy type stuff, as in like the dragons and the kings and knights and the medieval type stuff. So then I got into the wizards and the Lord of the Rings, and I watched all of that stuff. It was, I don't know, it was more interesting to me than the Star Wars, but everybody has to have their own thing. I'd really rather watch Mountain Men and Johnson than anything. So, and now I don't really watch much of anything, if you want to know the God's honest truth. I don't know, me and Michelle, when was the last time we watched a whole movie? I tell you what, I ain't watched one, but I listened to one all the way while we went to speak the other weekend to Jackson and then down to Hattis, to Laurel and back up. Brody watched Gone Fishing. Y'all seen that movie? I can quote it. It was playing. I couldn't see nothing, but we listened to it over and over and over. But that is one of my favorite movies. It's got Danny Glover and what's the other guy, the little short guy?
Oh, I can't remember what his name is.
The short guy.
Uncle Sasquatch, Michelle's daddy always watched Star Trek. He liked Star Trek. I never got into it.
So let me tell you something.
Alright.
There's like $180 Star Wars Lego set, and it comes with like
$180 one. You know what all I can buy with $180? I can buy a lot of ammo and a bunch of traps with that. I need me some more Duke 650s.
Yeah, but it comes with a Gungan, and I never got a gun. They're from the first movie.
Oh, you ain't got no Star Wars guns?
Gungans.
Young'uns.
Gungans. I never got one.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
His name is Jar Jar Binks from the first movie.
Heck, I like Life Below Zero. We watched it. The one I really liked was Live Free or Die. That was a good show. We watched it and you can't find it. And what was the one that I liked? Hillbilly Ridge. You can't even find it nowhere no more. That guy hit. I knew this was the path idea. Any of y'all watch that show?
And let me tell y'all something.
Fella had that pet bear on it.
And so Jar Jar Binks was the funniest person in Star Wars. And I think he was in like 3 or 4 movies. Being so hilarious.
Who was this?
Jar Jar Binks. He's a Gungan.
He's a young'un.
A Gungan.
What is a Gungan? I don't know what he's talking about. Do y'all?
You little Democrat. You don't know anything.
Shh. Watch it now. Don't turn that TV on. It'll get too loud. You gotta watch what you say.
Is that 4? Right.
Uncle Sasquatch knows what a Klingon is.
A Gungan.
Oh, he said a Gungan. I don't know.
Yeah, it's from the first movie.
Michael Sager said, have you watched God's Country hunting and fishing videos on YouTube? Yes, I have talked to Bradley a few times. In fact, we might be discussing a collaboration in the near future. So, might not, don't know. I'm supposed to be over in Louisiana at some point this summer. And I told him, I said, well, whenever I know I got a date that I'm going to be over there, I'll let you know. He's about an hour from where I'm supposed to be going at some point. And he had reached out to me, and I said, yeah, I'd love to do it. I mean, we got a lot in common, do a lot of the same stuff. So, yeah, I've watched a lot of their stuff. Now, I don't have time to watch a whole lot of YouTube, so I don't watch like everything, but I do like their stuff. All right, what? He's got something pulled up on the TV he's desperately want me to look at. What?
So that was the Star Wars movie that I watched while we were at
the Lego Holiday Special.
Yeah. And I'm trying to find the first movie.
You done went back.
Daddy?
No, back. You need to learn how to read. That's the second one. Come on back. That's the third one. Come on back. I don't know which one that is. That's V11. Whoa. None of them. Keep going the other way. I don't know where episode 1 is. They're going to have to quit using them Roman numerals. That confuses me. Whoa.
There's Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. All right, you're going to keep going the other way. I don't know. I ain't worried about it. I'm doing something else, son.
Dang, the first movie.
Deacon Lewis, Hillbilly Ridge was a while back. It was, I don't know, it's been several years since I seen it. But the show, it was like one season of it and that was it. There was like no more. And it was a goofy show. I mean, it really wasn't a great show, but that dude just tickled me because that dude something, he'd say, I knew this was a bad idea. I don't know. Uncle Sasquatch said, I can't read, I just look at the pictures. That's why I like comic books, Uncle Sasquatch. That's what I did too.
That's the first movie. That is the first movie.
Brenda Joe Greenhouse said she just woke up from a nap. Danny Glover and Joe Pesky. That's right, Cindy. They made an excellent movie.
I just turned it up.
I like when they show up and they said, is this the lodge? He said, the lodge. He said, it was a beautiful lodge, but gone now. Said Hurricane Andrew flattened a flatter and flat. Said, took us 10 months to clean this place up. He said, but y'all can stay in one of them campers out there. He said, that's a big camper. Said, there's room for 4 or 5 folks now. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll see a gun in
Flick and dip. Flick and dip. Till he flicked back out and hung the throttle on that boat and broke everything off and it took off.
Yeah. And those people were chasing him. I think the people that stopped at the gas station.
They destroyed that boat in what? Had 800 and something payments of $30-something.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He said, we're going to be working every Saturday for the rest of our lives. He said, why? He said, because that boat costs more than our house. Oh, me.
You can put some seats on the top. Hopefully we'll see a gun.
Alicia Stringer, if you buy him some jacks and a ball, it better be them rubber. Because if I step on one in the middle of the night, I'm going to the emergency room and I'm sending you the bill. Yeah.
So what's a jack?
Roscoe Uncle Sasquatch was up on the top of the back of the recliner. He got down. I don't know where he went.
He's in the bed.
Michelle went and got in the bed. He's in there with her in the bed. She's in there laid up watching
Well,
TV.
I was watching the comments. My phone's dead, so I was in there reading the comments.
Oh. I got them right here. You can read them on this.
Your hair's so curly today.
The specks are hitting. Glenn, they hitting up here. I've seen pictures. They catching near about 2 pounds down here at Oak Tibby. I hadn't seen one come out of there over 2 pounds yet. The biggest one that I personally saw pictures sent to me was 1.7 something. So that's pretty good size.
Here he is, Unc.
Come here, Roscoe. Go get me a treat out of there. He didn't get one while ago. He's standing up back here having a bath. Don't get on the stove. You're going to get burnt.
Puppy's asleep.
You're going to get burnt.
Happy Roscoe a treat.
Well, he woke up.
Yeah.
They can't see him, can they?
Yeah, they can see his nose.
Right. Can I feed him more?
What about Puppy?
I had the sack in the way, didn't I? Comments is coming up there, and I couldn't tell the sack was in the way.
I
Is that beaver about done?
I accidentally dropped it.
I'm about to starve to death. I mean, the
dropped
show's
it.
going. It's 8:25. The show's
Look
gonna be over before the beaver's done. It's got to be done. Got to be done.
I accidentally dropped it and looked, he ate it.
You gonna eat some beaver?
Yeah, but what?
He done. Yeah.
I'll give myself
Turkey's been gobbling like crazy. You know, Mike, I could have took Brody this morning. Brody, do you want turkey hunt? But I don't know how to buy him a tag. I got to figure that out. Now we got to buy tags online.
I gave one to Roscoe. Mama gave one to
You gonna go
Rose.
turkey hunting?
Yep.
You ain't even got a shotgun to shoot one with. All right, let me get to my beaver cooking over here.
Mama
I need
said
something to,
Roscoe.
I done wiped my nose 2 or 3 times. I better wash my hands.
Where you gonna sit? Right here?
Yeah. I probably need 2 of them side to side, please.
So
That one I'm gonna grab it with?
Yeah.
Where's my fish one?
What did we do with the fish?
What did we do? I don't know.
Oh,
I had a big old fish to grab it with. I don't know where it went. Watch back, dog. Whoo, that's hot. Oh! Watch, Brody. Oh, look at that. That is what we're cooking with right there, y'all. Beaver!
I like some with salt.
Some with salt. Chad, we cooked that too long. Greg, I need a spatula. I want to use that right there. Ha ha. Y'all like my spatula? I made that one. Look at that. Ooh, that sycamore.
Just turn it over and roll it in that juice.
I am. I've got tater salad. Go show them that tater salad. That tater salad looks divine.
Potato salad. Ow.
I'm rolling it around, y'all, in this barbecue sauce. Even though I'm a huge fan of that, I think that is the right thing to do at this moment.
Me and Brody's gonna eat off the paper plate. Justin don't like a paper plate.
I'll eat off that plate. I don't care.
I gave you a
Watch,
plate.
Brody. Brody, I need you to move, okay?
You Brody taking that over there?
I wanted them to see it.
Move.
I need to fix me a plate. One of them mine. Are you gonna?
No, I got you one right here.
Oh, okay. All right. My cup is right there under the lights.
Well, you got me.
You can fit 4 guys on the top that have helmets.
I like that yeller potato salad. Yeller, I said. I need a fork.
What'd you do?
I wipe my knife on my britches. That's how you sterilize it. If you wipe it on your blue jeans, it's sterilized. Because, you know, usually there's enough gas and oil in your britches to sterilize. Kill anything that's on it. Oh, Lord. All right. We fix to say the blessing.
Here, let's say the blessing. Right here.
I'm going to do it like this. Hand me this. All right. Y'all see that? Thank you, Lord, for the woods and the creek. Thank you, Lord, for the food we eat. Thank you, Lord, for the fish that swim. Thank you, Lord, for all of them. Thank you, Lord, for the plants that grow. Thank you, Lord, for the white-tailed doe. Thank you, Lord, for the birds that sing. Thank you, Lord, for everything. Amen.
Amen.
Y'all, our family writ that. I thought it was pretty cool. Joey at M4 Laser Works had it put into a cutting board, which is right over there, ain't it?
Yeah, no, it's up here.
Oh, it's up yonder. And you can buy a cutting board from him for like $75. He laser engraves it into a cutting board. So, yeah, you read it, but I forgot about that, John. Everything's backwards. Drives me batty. But it is what it is. Brody, you gonna taste any of this beaver? I have never cooked this way, y'all. That's good. Honestly.
Here,
That's probably the better way to cook it.
don't spill your drink.
No joke. I'm happy with it. Picking and grilling for the win.
I got the best.
You gonna try a piece? Hey, little fellas. Them Star Wars ain't gonna give them a break. I don't see no beaver on your plate.
I got potato salad.
You ain't even gonna taste of it. It's actually good.
By the way, guess what?
You gonna taste it, Brody?
You know that stew that we
Here.
cooked a few months ago?
You gonna taste of this?
Nope.
Why? I ain't gonna fight them. Ain't no need making somebody eat something they don't want to.
And guess what? You remember that stew that we cooked? Did you eat?
Yeah, they had beaver in it.
Yeah.
You don't tell everything you know.
What stew?
He done let the cat out of the bag.
That stew that had potatoes in it.
Every stew has potatoes in it round him.
Did you eat some of it?
Yeah. Not the beaver.
How you know?
So that was beaver instead of deer?
There was
When?
deer. There was deer.
There was deer in it. We just had some beaver meat that needs cooking. You said it was good.
That's why nobody eats our food at the church potluck.
If I cook anything and carry it to the church, I gotta film cooking it and show them the video so they'll eat it. Saves me a lot of work though.
They give me a snotty
They don't ask me to do no whole lot. Like Doc Holliday says, your reputation precedes you.
Dad, can you show Liam this?
He's got all them people on there.
Yeah.
I mean, they got guns and what have you.
Yeah. You can fit two
YouTube's
guns.
liable to turn it off if you're showing them guns. They don't like it.
And there's like, there's a co-pilot. The guy in the back is a co-pilot. This guy in the front.
I could probably pull a lightsaber out and they'd be all right with that and whittle somebody up in pieces. Hey, y'all, that beaver's good like that. I ain't kidding.
What y'all might taste it in like... It was a little good, but I didn't like it.
Jimmy Sullivan said he liked barbecue beaver, making him hungry. Come on, tight lining. I mean, I got plenty, because it looks like I'm the only one here going to eat it. That is why I don't cook no whole lot of this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not going to make them eat it.
That's a Gungan.
Oh.
That's a...
That thing with them big long floppy rabbit ears that hang down. Looks like a lizard.
Yeah, that's a Gungan.
So,
He vanished because he's clumsy. He's as funny as can be. He can't even attack anybody in the like a video game.
Martin Melzer said, soon Brody will be at that teenage phase where loaves of bread and gallons of milk are considered to be a serving size. That's true. I remember back when I could sit down and go through a whole pizza by myself. My mama, I'd come in from school, she'd cook me one of them Red Baron pizzas, them Supremes. I'd eat the whole thing and never gain an ounce. Now I have to fight the weight off of it. That second plate last night, the seafood, I didn't eat all my frog legs. I sat there and looked at him like, boy, it hurts my feelings to leave him, but I'm hurting, Linda.
I don't know if I can't wear a helmet.
Clint, I don't know if I can put him on a long beard. I know where some's at, and I did thaw my turkey calls out, but I don't know what our chances are. I had a fella tell me he was going to come help me shoot one, but I ain't heard nothing out of him in a while, so I don't know. John Mobley, out of all the odd things, it's, you know, not deer, rabbit, turkey, squirrel. Beaver is probably the next best. I've eaten raccoon. Raccoon's okay. You can make it where you can eat it. I'm not a fan of raccoon. Beaver, I like beaver. I can eat all the beaver. I can shake the stick at. What, bro? I'm physically incapable of being quiet. Where'd you think you got it from?
I want to hear the scene where George Bay says make fish. He says that. That's why he vanished, because that's how he vanished, because he was clumsy.
Hey, Brody. Is that catfish gonna get any bigger? Why not?
What catfish?
That one we caught down there at the river.
The mud cat?
No, that catfish we caught. What'd Carrie say?
That's as big as it's gonna get.
Oh. Say that big as he gonna get. I hate to do this right here in front of y'all. Well, who am I kidding? I really don't. That's probably some of the better beaver I've cooked. I ain't gonna josh with you. It may be the picking and grilling on it now. That's good.
One of my favorite guys is this guy.
Jason, I ain't had time to do any plant stuff, but we're gonna do some. I wanted to do some more foraging type videos, but I hadn't. I've got too much going on, I reckon, with the beaver trapping and trying to fish and make knives too. Bonnie, I don't think she's gonna get mad if I eat it all myself either. I don't believe we fighting over it here. John Mobley, I have eaten raccoon, and you can make raccoon good. I will never say that it's not good. It was delicious what I ate. My issue with it is raccoon is more difficult to cook than it's worth, really. To make it tender, there's at least an hour or so of boiling it, and then you got to recook it. You got to make sure you've got all the glands out. It's a lot of effort in it that's I don't really mind doing, but you know, a lot of times when I'm cooking, I'm in a hurry or whatever. But even after done, I gotta say the beaver's better.
This is the part where he says that.
Oh Lord! All I can see is a glare of that light.
You just gotta watch. Look, let's put it behind.
Oh yeah, I seen where that big fish almost eats their ship.
Big fish eat small fish.
David, you know a cat head biscuit would have been good, but I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be over the top.
Medium fish eat.
Was y'all
small
paying
fish.
attention that she was
Big
in the
fish
background
eats
back there?
medium fish.
Hey, let me talk.
Let Daddy talk.
She was in the background back there putting together one of them peach cobblers. It's in the oven over there smoldering right now. That is what's gonna be over the
I'm
top.
gonna eat mine with ice cream. Unless you ate all the ice cream.
No, the ice cream never would harden up. Have you checked it? I had it in this freezer back here. Brand new bucket of ice cream. It was solid when I bought it. Put it in there and everything else in that freezer. Now it's a refrigerator out there. Solid as a rock. And the ice cream, I mean, it was like soft, you know. I wasn't happy. I ate it, but I wasn't happy.
So this is the part where it says that.
Yeah, she done put the potato salad and everything up, ain't she?
Who is that?
You know, John, you can put this in the crock pot with that barbecue sauce on it the same way. I'm sure it come out with pretty similar results. I didn't put no water in it. All we done is put a stick of butter in there chopped up with it. Barbecue sauce, and that was ideal. I had it on about 360 for a little over an hour. And it's just right. Did you find the ice cream?
Yeah, it got hard.
Hard as a rock.
Well, no. I don't know what made it do that out there.
Oh yeah, big boy.
Cajun country boys, any crawfish up there? I ain't seen any. My daughter and her husband come today to see us and found out they really come up here to borrow a crawfish pot. Somebody down there at Sebastopol bought a sack of crawfish. We sent them with a cooker and a pot to go cook them in. So they somewhere roundabouts up here, but I had plans sometime right here in the near future to go down there and see Mr. Craig Sellers to bring them up here and have a crawfish boiling. I just ain't had time to make that ride down there. And I didn't have time last weekend when we was halfway down there to continue on because I had dates at Bonnie's the internet giving her fits. Ooh, this beaver's fine eating, y'all.
I wish y'all came here to eat this.
Brady wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, it's really good when I ate. I don't like it now.
That potato salad's pretty doggone good too. Did y'all see that potato salad? If it ain't that yellow, I ain't no big fan of it. I like a lot of mustard in mine. I'll be honest with y'all. One of the smartest decisions that I ever made in life was to marry a good cook. I'll have to say, I'll brag on her cooking now. She might be mean, but I can deal with that as long as she cooks good. She does. Cajun country boys, we can do that. Oh, Mr. Craig is over out. You've probably heard of Kent and Sue's over there near base St. Louis. I'm gonna come down there and try to see him. And if you somewhere around in the general area, I would love to come down there and do some South Louisiana, whatever they are. I'd love to do some frog grabbing. I would love to do some frog grabbing. I'm in the process of trying to get rid of a skeeter boat that I'm hooked to that I'm fixing to film crappie fishing in. I got a Bronco getting fixed. We're going to get rid of it. The old camper out there, I'm going to try to get rid of it. I'm going to take all the stuff, if I can sell it and what money I can get out of it, I'm going to put towards a new big boat. I'm wanting a big boat, center console boat, to where I can go do a lot of these stuff. So if I could get my hands on it, I can come down there and I bring a boat. But you probably got what we need down there to do it, I'm sure. Cajun Country Boys, reach out to me. If you got Facebook, reach out to me on my Facebook page. Message me on there where we can kind of get together. Tell me who you are, because I may not recognize. When the names are different, my poor little country brain don't register stuff. But reach out to me. If not, you can email me at justinpeden@gmail.com, and we can talk that way. From either one of them, we can get a phone number. Yeah, Alicia, I have seen that Louisiana Live do some. I've seen several of them down there. I hadn't watched any recently, but Daryl Garrett, I weighed about 145 when I got married, and I'm over 200 now. I'm trying to go back downhill, though. Not that I have a problem with being fat. Fat people don't bother me. I have a problem with not feeling good is what bothers me. I made a comment one day, and I don't reckon that ladies ever watched another video of mine. I made a joke about fat people. And I made the statement, we was talking about the way these people dress, and I said, ain't nobody want to see no fat person with no clothes on. Well, I was referring to me too, because I ain't skinny by no means, but she didn't like it. I'm sorry. I was talking about me mainly, but she took it the wrong way, and I don't think she's ever watched another video. Bless her heart. Alicia said they did one a week or so ago. I have not seen it. My daddy, I took him back here in this duck pond, went frog grabbing, and man, he had that old steel paw like, whap. He had him. I'm like, man. It took me a little while. I had to gig him for a little while, but I finally started getting, but my problem is in a canoe, if I was on the front of a boat and somebody else driving it, I could probably grab them. But I'm trying to paddle that canoe and hold the light and run the camera and everything, and it turns into a circus pretty quick. That my internet is?
Yes, on your end.
It could be. It could be.
It keeps freezing.
Have I tried muskrat? No. Hook, we only have nutras up here that I am aware of. I don't think we actually have the muskrat, which the nutra rat, a lot of people cook them. I have not tried to cook one yet. I'm sure it's probably not a long ways from this beaver.
What's the date on the speaking event in Tennessee?
21st. You're behind, ain't you?
No, somebody keeps asking.
We said it a while ago. I knew they asked earlier. Anyway. Yeah. Alicia's. I'm going to block her for buying jacks. I say, be cloud.
I won't let him block you.
I really ain't going to block you, Alicia. I promise I won't. You knew I wouldn't too, didn't you?
One day that promise, now it turns around. One day. I'm really true. Yeah.
Are you through with your plate?
Really true.
Yeah, I'm through with my plate. I am. My belly is full. Roscoe's looking at that. Hey, I know what. Y'all watch this. Come here. Nobody else had helped Daddy eat it. Look at that. Roscoe think it's good. He come back for another bite. Yeah. And y'all say I don't feed him. You poor abused dog. He's wanting to lick my finger. I'm gonna eat some cobbler. I don't want you licking my fingers. I didn't let him lick my finger. I'll eat that. We'll take that to Sunday dinner tomorrow, Michelle. Let
He
them eat.
started losing a little weight.
Yeah, you want me to tell you why he started losing a little weight? I had to cut back on them Uncle Sasquatch treats that he sent up in. You seen how big that bag was? We had to cut back on them. I got happy and got to giving him 2 or 3 a day, and that wasn't good for Roscoe.
He was getting to where he couldn't run good.
Because it wasn't just the treats. It's the neighbor that throws out scraps, and my mom and them throw out scraps, and we try to throw most of ours in a chicken pen now. Because if you don't, Puppy drags it all over everywhere. He eats till he can't hold no more. And then he gets sick. And well, y'all know what happens. I ain't got to talk about it.
Yeah, it throws up.
Yes, I have got to do an overnight teepee. I've been wanting to. The weather is beautiful for it. I've just had so much going on. Had to be here, be there, and then trapping, and I ain't had a night to do it. Yeah, I very much want to spend a bunch of nights in my teepee. I wanted to do it when it was cold, which we've got some cold weather coming. Between now and Easter, we'll have probably 2 more cold spells. They talk about next week sometimes going to be down in the 20s or in the upper 30s probably, ain't it? It's going to be in the low 30s.
Well, that's why we're camping next week.
So we got dates. We'll be in the camper down there when all that. So I don't know when I'm going to get to do it. I know I'm taking a thing to Pickinsville. We're gonna film it up there. I'll have the poles in the boat or something, and we'll figure something out.
I'm building another thing.
Suzanne, how are you? Is it cooling down there on your side of the globe? Bonnie, we're gonna have to make that happen. Anthony asked, how long have you been preaching? Since what, 2018? When did I preach my first sermon? 2018 or 19?
I think 18 maybe.
I think
Yeah,
2018.
Brody was born in 19.
Yeah. I've had the calling for a long time. I was just under the impression of my own self that I wasn't able to do that. Nobody's going to listen to me. And finally, the Lord was like, yeah, old boy, you going to do it or else. And I was like, yes, sir. 80-degree day today. It was warm today. I was barefooted part of the day. Well, I got some new Crocs. I found some Crocs on the internet that's got the front toe hole closed up because them holes in the front is for nothing more than shoveling up gravel under your feet. Inside the shoe. I don't like that hole in front, so I found something. And mine's got 4 low in them. Where's my Croc? I was gonna show them.
Well, I had to go get them. They probably hang.
Oh, well, don't worry about it then. Anyway, when I say 4 low, you know, 4-wheel drive is when you pull the strap over backwards and put it behind you. Well, this one's got adjustable straps. You can cinch it down where it's tight. That's 4 low. But yeah, we was barefooted. I went and bought a battery for the lawnmower. I cut some of the yard today, washed the boat, went and shipped knives. Me and Brody rode in a Jeep all over town. Went to buy us a hamburger, and Brody wouldn't eat nothing. I bought him a milkshake, and he didn't drink but half of it. He don't consume a lot of groceries. He's cheap to feed and water. Well, I have already filmed just in time for tomorrow, y'all. Last week we didn't get to film one. I just in time is something I'm not willing to just throw together to get a video out there. If I don't feel like, I got something to say and something to share and time to put it together and all of that business, I'm not going to do it. And I put more effort into making sure that happens as far as consistency than I have anything else I've done. I try to, not be too busy to do that or well, I'm going to just forget that because I got this going on. Not really because I want the views or anything. It's a commitment that I made to the Lord. You know what, Lord? You wanted me to do these videos on here. I'm going to do them for Him. Because I argued with God for a while before I did just in time. And He wanted me to put my testimony on it. I was like, Lord, I don't want to do that. My views is going to go down. The money's going to go down. It's going to cost me all in. And it did all that. Yeah, what have you built now? That thing's got a windshield and a gun and all such as that. I don't know. But anyway,
it's supposed to be a land speeder.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I did it, and then I continued to do it because I started getting feedback from it, and I felt like this is a commitment to God to show my faithfulness. When you're in ministry, you're looking for something to do to try to reach people, and it's pure because I'm not making money off of it. I'm not asking for money from you guys. I'm not trying to grow a church. I don't care if you watch it or you don't. Well, I care, but I'm not influenced by whether you watch it or not. I mean, if people get mad and don't watch it, but, oh well. So, I mean, you understand what I'm saying. It ain't like, well, I don't care what you think. I care what people think. I really do. I want to help people. I love people. So I did it as to God because this is a commitment, Lord, I've made to you to try to help people. And all I want to do is I want to help people get closer to God than they are. It's not about, hey, you're wrong, I'm right, this kind of business. None of it's about that. It's about this is the way I see what this book says, regardless of what other people teach and other people think. I read this and I pray God help me understand this. I'm not preaching from a doctrine of any denomination. I'm reading it, and God, you tell me what you want me to say, and I don't care whose feathers it ruffles. If it's from God, I'm running with it. He's the only one I'm worried about being right with. Anyway, yeah, y'all don't forget that the clocks, we're going to lose an hour tonight. Michael English said, married life question. What do you and Michelle like to do together as a couple? Michelle, you want to come answer this with me? Yeah. I think we're in agreement on what this is, and we don't really do a lot of it anymore.
Ooh. Yeah.
What are you going to say?
Thrifting.
We like to thrift. Yard selling more especially. Yeah. When we travel, like the other day, we went to Laurel down there. We found a thrift store. Wandered around. I found one book. I did find a medicinal plant. Go get me that book. I wanted to show them that book. Jason, it's where the iPad was. Some of them will like to see it. This is a book I'd never seen before, and I hadn't really had time to sit down and look through it. But correct English is her and I enjoy thrifting, yard selling.
And I like to ride the side-by-side down to the swamp.
Yeah, we'll go like, even when I ain't fishing now, it's hard for me not to take a fishing pole. Found this book, The Green Pharmacy by James A. Duke, Ph.D. New discoveries in herbal remedies for common diseases and conditions from the world's foremost authority on healing herbs. So I found this at a thrift store. I have not. It's got cancer prevention. That ought to be good. Foods. It's got all different kind of stuff. So cataract. I'll go through it, and if I come up with some cool stuff, we'll try to headaches. Where did I say hangover? I don't need it. Headache right here. Said 40 million Americans have at least one a week. Anyway, feverfew, bay leaves, willow. I knew about willow. Evening primrose, garlic, ginger, ginkgo, red pepper, lemon balm, peppermint, purslane, tansy, thyme, turmeric, assorted herbs. Then you got heartburn. It's got all kind of good information in there, so I'll go through it sometime, read some of it, and but that's what me and her like to do. We like to thrift. We used to go yard selling every Saturday morning in the spring, but we just had. I'll tell you one reason we slacked off on it. We already got so much junk. We don't know what we call it. You find something cheap, you're like, man, look, that ain't but 50 cents. Let's carry it home. We're like, where we gonna put it? You know. It's like this book. I got so many medicinal plant books. What do I need with another one? But you know, there might be some information in there that ain't in the other ones. So who knows? But that is kind of the stuff we like to do. And then, like she said, riding the buggy in the
One
swamp.
of my favorite things that I've started doing, but Justin hadn't got to go with me, is estate sales.
I hadn't been to one. Hadn't had time. I'm scared I'll get there and find no telling what and be bought no telling what I don't.
You want cobbler now?
Might as well. We got the Goodwill, and Tupelo has a good Goodwill up there. They have a Goodwill bookstore up there that's a pretty good bookstore. Seeing it was 80 today, yeah. Yeah, I told the lady at the cash register the other day, I said, I don't mind it getting warm, but give me 75 in the day, upper 40s, low 50s at night. That's my kind of weather. I'm not ready for 90 degrees. When it starts getting up to 90 degrees, I'm like, no, not me. Thank you. Ooh, y'all look. Look there. Just look at it, would you? Would you look at that? Just look at it, would you?
We really didn't have enough pieces, but
Well, we made do what we had. That's what this is all about. You not gonna eat yours on camera?
I'll wait and let it cool down a minute, and I'm gonna eat mine.
I'm fixing to burn all the hair off my tongue, ain't I? Ma say Uncle Versa come in. Ladies auxiliaries in there with Aunt Pet, they'd been cooking them pies. And Uncle Versa come in and they just pulled one out of the oven and set it down there on the counter. It was a steaming like this is doing. He scooped him up a mouthful, popped it in there, and wallowed it around a minute and spit it right back in the plate. It burned all the hair off his tongue. He looked at them women. He said, "A many a fool to tried to swallow that."
Is it good? It's hot, ain't it?
I may have to spit back in the plate. I'm the fool that tried to swallow that. Now y'all know who he was referring to. Oh, Lord. Oh, shoot this thing. I'm going to blow on it first. Oh. Jeff said, sounds like Brody's in a Lego fight. Anytime he plays, his men dies horrible deaths. I mean, agonizing pain. Just, oh. It got bad weather. I come out of the shower a while ago. Look, he was under the table over there playing. He said, I got me a shelter.
He's got Legos strode everywhere, and then he'll leave them there when he gets ready to go to bed, and then Puppy will eat them.
Yeah. And then he gets mad at Puppy. Huck said they like your cooking shows. I can't talk her into making a video on nothing. I'll tell y'all what she made that was good, and I come up with an idea. I said, Michelle, make that butternut squash pie. It's got to be as good as sweet potato pie. She made one. Sure enough, it was good. I said, you need to do a video on that. So when she said, did you film it? She said, no. I said, when you going to make another to film it? No. We got a bucket of match under I'd saved. They ain't got no video on that yet. I said, there ain't no whole bunch of people done videos on that. It'd be new. Butternut squash makes a good pie.
I haven't been doing a whole lot of cooking since I went back to work. I've been cooking, but I usually come in cooking in a rush. What?
Bonnie said, I love how Michelle is looking at you behind you. I've made that look at my husband. She ain't got that cast iron skillet back there, has she? I put all them back in the counter, I think. She's back there eating my beaver.
I'm gonna put the lid. Put something on top of it.
You like that beaver?
No, I didn't eat no beaver.
Yeah, she'll have that skillet back there and be putting knots on my head faster than I can rub them. And my head will look like a golf ball turned inside out.
Like the back of my arms. I had a dog get me.
I seen that big old bruise on you. People's gonna be thinking I done that.
Yeah, people's gonna think Justin.
I didn't put them bruises, but I'm gonna tell you about her. I found out when we was dating, she bruises easy because I grabbed her arm one day. We was horse playing, really. I mean, we was laughing, and it left a bruise, and I was like, my Lord.
I had at work. I was putting a dog in the kennel. It was a big old golden retriever, and he didn't want to go in. And he reared up at me and wrapped his claws on me and just went on down both arms.
That was good.
So I come home looking like I've been beat.
Yeah, she looks like she's been abused. Abused. I'm the one that gets abused, but I'm the one doing my own abusing. I come in the other day after working them beaver jobs. I'd been down in there tearing out them beaver dams, just jerking logs. You get over and get to snatching them logs and stumble backwards and fall into another stick. And I'm rough on myself. And I got home and I was moving like this. And she said, what's wrong with beaver dams? Like to wore me out. But I love it, you know.
Yeah, let me tell y'all something. So, he was looking at cameras and a beaver had joined
Anthony Bowles said, have you ever done a how-to video of catching beavers? What? And the last video I put out is I don't really do like how-to videos. I just do in the life of the life I'm living while I'm doing something. What are you in there doing? Trying to find something. John Mobley said, I tell people my wife makes me sleep on the floor with no cover. That's funny. Have I ever been beaver slapped? I got some tails. I'm thinking about taking one and making me a fly swatter out of it. I think I could shove me a hickory limb up in that thing and epoxy it in there. I'd have me a forevermore fly flopper. Bonnie said my husband hit his head on a pipe in the ceiling of a submarine in Charleston, South Carolina. We could hear it all over. Bobby Stokes, she made a good beaver stew. Hey. I got the message popped up here. Cajun Country Boys has got a hold to me. If y'all watch his videos, we may get to collaborate. I have been asked to do a bunch of collaborations. My problem is not that I don't want to do any of them. The reason I hadn't done a whole lot of them up until now is the finding time that we all, are off and can do at the same time. But I am slowly getting things here to where I can plan my own schedules. But my problem right now is I'm very self-motivated. So, like, when I got these beaver jobs to do and I like trapping beavers, I'm like, okay, I got to get it. I'm going now and I'm going now. So, it ain't money drives me. I'm not one of these, like, I work and try to do it because I want to make a bunch of money. I spend money, fast as I get it. Now, I don't overspend. I don't overload myself with bills and stuff, but if I got money, I'll find some use for it. Yeah, Cajun Country Boys, that is the hardest part, getting ahead. I'll tell you this, though. The secret I have found to life is if you can find something to make money at that you enjoy doing, you got it whooped. It don't matter how much money you make, if you can survive on it. And here's my thing, and I have a bunch of people ask me this question. So what do you do for a living? Well, it's hard to answer that because I make a little bit on YouTube. I make a little bit on Facebook. I make some with the making knives is the majority of it. We run pottery business. We make some selling pottery. Michelle is working now, which she was just making pottery. I do some speaking events, preaching. Sometimes I get paid pretty good doing that. Sometimes you don't make anything at all, whatever. And with my speaking, I just take whatever I'm offered and that's it. I don't have a set fee that I charge to show up somewhere. And then there was something else I was going to name. What'd I name? YouTube, Facebook, speaking, knives, the beaver trapping. They paying me to trap the beavers. So you're making money from everywhere else. That's what helps you. And then the merchandise I sell. So the shirts and all that through Etsy, I make about $5 off of every shirt that sells. And I don't have to touch anything. So if you want merchandise, I usually link it in most videos. You can go to the Etsy store. And anything you buy helps us out. I don't handle it. In other words, it don't come from me. You buy it and it's printed somewhere near you, and then they ship it to you, and all I do is they cut me a check. So when you order it, they draft out of my account to pay for it being made and printed and all that. I pay to have it made. And then Etsy will sell it, and then they pay me for it. So I make a profit, and it's just money running through my account, basically. I ordered shirts, had shirts made here one time, and I struggled to get them in a timely fashion. They just kept moving me back to the back burner. I was like, you know what? I was trying to support local business, and it really wasn't benefiting me. And I was, next thing I had to ship all of them, so I really didn't come out no better because I had to ship all. And then when somebody ordered one, well, I didn't have their size. Well, I ain't got that size. So it was a headache. Lake Gunnersville State Park. Matthew, I had never been to Gunnersville. We camped at Smith Lake. Year before last, we was at Smith Lake. Bonnie said he was coming through one of them funky doors, hit his head. Steven Scope, thank you so much. Cajun Country Boys, thank you. We've had several people tonight put some money on the table. Thank all of you for doing that. Y'all are so good to us, y'all. I appreciate it with everything that's inside of me. But Stephen, that is one of the things. I have a couple of reasons why I just do YouTube. It started out as I was really trying to document preserving some of the old, just down home ways of life, stuff my grandpa did, trying to revive a few things and like the smokehouse. So it's not that, hey, we actually live off of everything out of a smokehouse. You know, we preserve all our own meat. No, it's about learning that craft and documenting how to do it and the results of it, and me trying to learn it or whatever. Because a lot of that information is dying off. It is not like dead yet. There's a lot of people that still do it. Not trying to pretend or act like I'm the only one that knows how to do any of this stuff. There's a lot of people doing it. But you never know where you're going to find that video. And the more people that do videos on it, the more information you can learn about it. Because I find that when I get on YouTube and I'm trying to learn how to do something, I don't just watch one person's video and go, okay, that's how to do that. Because especially like gardening, that is one of those things that what you do is, like, when I want to learn how to do something, I watch about 5 or 6 videos, different people. Well, you find that every one of them does everything a little bit different. And you'll notice that there's a couple of things that all of them do the same. Well, the thing that all of them do the same, you know, well, that's pretty well necessary. You got to do that. And then you got to do, and then whatever they all do different, you get the idea, well, you know, this don't really matter how this works. It may vary the result a little, but it's not crucial to success. So you can piece together what works for you and your environment depending on what you're doing. So that's the way I go about it. I look at several different videos, and everybody will do stuff a little bit different, and they'll all swear that their way's the only way, but it never is. So, you know, best way to do things, way you like to do it. Jennifer Bruce, thank you so much. And I have not forgot to pray for your dad tonight. When we close down here, actually, we should have done shut this down. I was going to stop at 9 o'clock. But we are going, when we close this down, we're going to have prayer. We're going to pray for your dad, Mr. Ricky Bruce. So thank you, Jennifer, for that. John Mobley said, I crack up when you tell people this is how I do it. Yeah. It never fails. And y'all, I don't let negative comments bother me. Sometimes you wonder, you know, why did they say that? You know, sometimes I question myself, do they have a point? You know, are they right? You know, I mean, because you need to sometimes take a look at yourself and question things at times. But I don't really let comments dictate me and change. You know, I ain't going to change what I'm doing how I want to do it because somebody out here don't like it. You know, I ain't going to try to just blatantly be offensive and hateful to them. But I do understand that they got an opinion and they welcome to have it. They don't have to like me. Usually what I try to do with comebacks and stuff is I just try to be witty and funny. And if I can come back and dig at them, I can make somebody else laugh in the process. That's what it's about. As far as me getting mad at them and arguing with them, I ain't going to argue with you. You ain't going to change somebody's opinion. That's like people that don't like trapping. I'm probably never going to educate them and make them like it. I know that going in. So, Levi Berry, thank you so much. No, they don't. It said, love the videos. Thanks for keeping it real. Seems like people don't like that these days. They really don't. Everybody, and I'm going to tell you something that bothers me. I'm watching a lot of these guys that have, their channels have exploded. Social media platform has just went over the top. And they get more and more followers, and they getting popular. And all of a sudden, they start really straining to be funny, and it gets completely silly. Just ridiculously goofy. Like, okay, it's so blatantly obvious that you're putting on this that it's not funny. It's not appealing. And it seems like the more they do it, though, the more views and the more viewers they get. So they just continue to get worse and worse. I'm like, what is y'all's opinion on this? do you like it? Do you watch it? Do you think, oh yeah, that's funnier? Because I mean, my opinion is not the only one, and I'm not always right. So they're back to the saying, you know, you do it the way you want to do it. If that's what you like, then have at it. It just, you know, I mean to you, but Bonnie, thank you so much. Good night. What, Brody? You broke something off. Where was that at?
It goes right here.
It goes right there.
Yeah, the round piece does.
Like this. All right. Hang on, Grabby Grabberson. Look at that. I don't know what we've got built now. He's been over there working hard on stuff. We got all kind of men on this ship. They floating around, flopping, and I don't know what all. He's built all kind of stuff. Look at him, what we got. Look at this little critter. Little baby Yoda. Oh, Lord. John Mobley, you like old Richard Gene, the Fisher Machine. Well, y'all, we have had a wonderful night, and yes, we've been on here entirely too long. I know a lot of y'all got to go to bed. We're going to lose an hour of sleep tonight. And you know, Cajun Country, talking about be yourself. I like funny. I like wit. I like comedy. I like to laugh. I like to make people laugh. But it needs to be genuine and real, you know. It don't need to be fifth grade stuff. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's what they like, and that's what everybody else likes. Continue to do it. I ain't mad. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. I wish them all the success in life that they want. May the Lord rain hard all on them. I mean, let it rain on them. I ain't mad. So anyway, look. Thank you so much from London, England. Do you like my accent? Because I like that English accent over there. In fact, I watch Sherlock Holmes, old stuff, the series, because I like the way it's like, what was that old show I watched? That's something I can't remember because they had that thick English accent. Anyway, I know mine's very foreign to y'all's way of talking. And no, mine ain't put on. I get people that think, oh, you putting on, that's an act. No, really, this is how I talk all the time. You meet me one day, you'll find out it's genuine and real. Thank you. So anyway, y'all, first watching y'all, but it's pretty cool. Y'all have a good night. Mark, thank you so much. Good night. I am fixing to close this out, y'all, with prayer.
Let me tell y'all something.
Oh Lord, Brody, hurry up. Make it snappy.
So, y'all watching a video and y'all coming across the person that's doing the video, that's real cool.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Y'all, we're going to do some prayer requests. Ricky Bruce, remember he's got infection. They need to figure out what the infection is. This has been over 2 weeks that he's been fighting this. They need to find out what they're battling so they can deal with it. Bernard Harless is in ICU. So let's pray for them. We're going to pray for all of y'all. Everybody on here, look, I'm thankful that y'all all joined in. Everybody's struggling with something. Everybody's fighting something. We all in this together. We're going to get there. So y'all, with that being said, Lord, thank you tonight for this show. Thank you for every person that joined in to watch us. God, thank you for everything that you've given us, for every blessing, God, for every material thing, for every spiritual thing. Thank you, Lord, for life itself. Thank you for the breath that we've got. Lord, thank you for the health that we've got. Thank you for the ability, Lord, that you've given us to do all the things that we do. God, we love you today. We ask you to touch these people. Touch Mr. Bruce, Lord. Touch Bernard. God, we ask you, Lord, to minister to their bodies, Lord, that you would touch them, help them find that infection. Lord, help this man get out of ICU. Lord, you see all the people out there that have lost loved ones in the recent year, last 2 years, Lord, even in recent months. You see all the loss of loved ones. God, I pray, Lord, for you to be a comforter to these people. Wrap your arms around them, God, and give them peace and comfort in the middle of their storm. God, you see our men and women fighting overseas. I pray, Lord, that you keep your hands upon all of them, protect them, bring them home safe. God, keep us all safe. We love you. We give you the praise and the glory for everything that you do for us, God, in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank y'all for watching the Spirit of the Outdoors tonight, live show, Cooking Beaver. Look, if you ain't never cooked beaver that way, now you got an idea on another way to do it. What have we missed? Daryl Gall's father-in-law in cancer. Pray for that. Yes. Hallelujah. Magnolia Mama, how are you? So y'all, thank all of you for... Thank you for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Brody, don't strangle yourself. Brody, what is the best way to do things?
It's the way you like to do it.
We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one. Poke, poke.